Yeah, I'm just gonna wing this shit. The time and day I am recording this is January 19th, 2025 at 3:17 a.m. Last night at 10 p.m., January 18th, not 19th, 18th, TikTok officially went dark here in these United States. What does that mean? It means that you cannot access TikTok if you live in America. As a matter of fact, you cannot access any app from China or from a foreign adversary of America here in these United States, which includes China. You cannot access RedNote. You cannot access Lemonade. You cannot access anything. They will not work. Instead, there will be a box telling you that you can't even access CapCut. Instead, you will get a box that tells you we are temporarily ceasing all operations in America until something is sorted. Here's why I'm talking about this now. Because I have been on TikTok. I've been posting on TikTok. You can see from some of my YouTube shorts that some of those videos came from my TikTok page. I gained 9,000 followers on TikTok. Some of you are probably here right now. Thank you for joining me. I did movie reviews every day for the past couple of years. I've been on TikTok since October of 2018 when TikTok was starting to gain traction. Like I said, I'm winging this. So what does this mean for me? Well, I was not making money on TikTok, so that's that. My TikTok page and all memories from the past almost 7 years are gone because of decisions from old fossils that don't know how the internet works. This is what it's come down to. Our government decided, and here's the thing, there were creators that were making their livings off TikTok. There were. There was probably millions of creators that were making livings off TikTok. They use TikTok to like pay for groceries, pay rent. Hell, they do shopping on TikTok. Our government here in America decided to take that away from them. Just snatch the rug right out from under them. To the point where they can't make their money and they have lost income. They're losing their income. Our government claims that we are land of the free, home of the brave, but we have not felt free in a long, long time. Every year that goes by, it feels like we are digging our own graves because the fossils in charge don't understand anything. I was hoping this video wouldn't be a one I had to make, but it's come down to it now that the ban has actually happened. For years, like when the ban was first pitched back in 2020, 5 years ago, by the way, we took it seriously at the time because it's like, this could go away. And it didn't. It stayed. And then every year since, there has been talks of banning it. And we got like, okay, yeah, you guys say that, but you don't do anything. Now it's happened. 5 years later, it has happened. TikTok is not accessible. Because our government is selfish and does not listen to the people. The American people were saying, do not ban this app. 170 million Americans have been saying, do not ban this app. And what do? They don't listen. Sure, you had some people in office that supported TikTok. Yes, you did have them. They're the ones that still had their brains left. But it's the other majority of that, of the House, Senate, all that supported getting TikTok banned because they do not understand it. I am of the mindset that you should not ban something you do not understand. The government does not understand TikTok, so they should not be able to ban it. But they did. Shame on them. Banning TikTok is absolutely a violation of freedom of speech, violation of the First Amendment rights of the American people. It is a constitutional violation. Our government does not care. It has left some Americans without income. Our government does not care. It has left us stranded. We used to be called the land of the free. This does not feel like freedom. This does not. This feels like communism. The thing that our government has been allegedly saying they're trying to teach us is bad and all that. Our government does not care. It does not care about the American people. It does not. They do not have our best interest at heart. They will never have our best interest. Every one of them that voted yes on the bill that would ban TikTok needs to be held accountable for what they have just done. From people in the House, Senate, people in the Supreme Court who upheld the ban, even the current president of these United States. who decided instead of vetoing the ban, decided to sign the bill. And I don't care who you voted for, all right? Let's just get that clear. Vote for whoever you want. I don't care. I hate all of these old fuckers. All these old fuckers can get the boot for all I care. But when you start messing with the American people and trying to keep them shut, keep their mouths shut, their voices unheard, that's when problems happen. And that is what our government has done. Banning TikTok, they are silencing 170 million Americans. Shame on our government. Shame on them. We were not brainwashed by China. Our data was not taken by TikTok and given to China. If anything, our data was taken by RedNote. Actually, it wasn't even taken, it was willingly given just to spite our own government. That's what the government doesn't realize. When TikTok was getting banned, when it was getting banned, some creators flocked over to RedNote, which is an actual Chinese-owned app owned by the Chinese Communist whatever, and our own people willingly gave their data to China out of spite for our own government. That's how badly our government has fucked up here. I'm not even going to say that they made a mistake. No, this was a fuck up. Not a small mistake. It was a fuck up. And to the one fucking prick that decided that it was okay to. Now, here's the thing. There was one person who said, let's give TikTok a 270-day extension, Emily. Okay, keep TikTok as long as we can. The person, I forgot his name, who said no to that and opposed it, this is your fault big time. And I'm going to tell, if anyone from the government watches this, which I doubt they will, this is a small channel after all, hear me and hear me now. When election season comes up again, if I will be looking at the names of the people that voted yes on the TikTok ban, voted yes to ban it, I will be looking at those names. I will be memorizing them. And I will be voting against you. And I will encourage every other American to do so. Because you do not have our best interest at heart. You claim that China is turning us against you. No. Our own government, you guys, are turning us against you. No one else's fault. This. Now, here's the thing TikTok is only temporarily, and this to all the Americans out there, it's only temporarily shut down. That's what the app said. It's temporarily shut down, meaning once that orange guy who with the small hands, once he gets in office and takes over for the guy that just needs a nap. Once he gets in office, he said he's going to start working with TikTok and he's going to give it like a 90-day extension. And he's going to start working with them to see what steps they can take to keep TikTok around. So really, we only have until like tomorrow when he takes office. We have till tomorrow. And then we'll see what happens from there. All we have to do is survive tomorrow. To the American people, I say don't do anything stupid. Let's just survive until tomorrow. And then once he's sworn in, then hope and pray that something can be that something can be done. Hope and pray. Because if it can't, if nothing can be done, then the government is responsible for silencing 170 million Americans, including myself. And that also includes each and every one of you. That's all I wanted to say. Uploading from normalcy, there's going to be 2 Arkham City videos tomorrow. There's going to be the Evil Dead video at 6 instead of 5 when this video comes out. Because I just need to get all that off my chest. I would have been yelling, but the mic probably wouldn't have picked it up. And everyone's in this house is asleep. I'm the only one awake. But all that needed to be said. Our own government has turned on us. And all we can do is hope and pray. I want to point this oh, I want to point out one more thing. The fact that the only thing our government can agree on, the fact that it's the only thing they can agree on is to try and ban TikTok. They can't agree on any other problem in this country that's actually bigger than TikTok. Like making stuff affordable, inflation, housing, uh, insurance, and all that. The fact that the only thing they can agree on is banning TikTok is disgusting. Shame on them. Fuck our own government.